Hi there, what we're doing is we're at King George and I'm going to do a video of club duty. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. It's going to be a first take, no rehearsals. First thing you've got to do is make sure you arrive by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock starts. This is Leo, by the way, and we're going to get the tractor out of the shed. And with that we pull the boats up the slope there. Tractor. So this is the race box. Leo gives us the key to open this up. Here we go. And then we can get the shutters down. There we go. Okay, the keys, as you can see, are on the handle there. And with those keys we open up the fuel store and get the rest of the equipment required for the rescue boat. Okay, we put the signing on sheet on the board. Next job is to get the shutters down so we can get some light in the race hut. So what they are is they're bolted on. You don't have to take both off, just take, so it's bolted one side and then the other side. There's a bar the other side. All you've got to do is just undo one of them. What we'll do is we'll take that one off there and then try not to let this fall on our heads. There we go, pull that down. Right, the next job is to set some sort of course. We've got a board here. Right, we've got a fantastic new device here to run the start sequence. Looks absolutely brilliant. Now what I've done is just turned the master power switch on here, and then we've just tested the horn. I'm not going to blow that again because it does work. And
well, you've turned it on, great. If you want to do an auto start, you press the auto start button.
right,
Yeah. Auto horn, and then 1 minute after that it will blow the 3, then the 2, then the 1, and the start and end. Alright, the timer will count up from when you press the auto and then restart every time the hooter goes, so it's always counting up from 0, and then at the start again it will reset and then count up for the race duration.
B and D together to do the remote.
That will start the auto sequence. Once the auto start sequence is started, the only way to cancel it is to turn the power off and then back on again, or press B and C remotely together. Got it? Easy. Easy for you to check it out.
Thank you very much, Mickey. Flags ready. It's the Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee celebration, so we've got the flag up. And what we do is we just show you quickly, put the course at the front there, and hopefully that tallies with what we've got at the front of the race box. Okay, so what we do is we press the auto horn sequence here. 4 gives us an indication of we're 10 seconds behind, so we'll just remember that from the box there. Let's have to look into that. So let's get the flags ready. Out we go. Right, it's 1 minute to the start sequence. They've got a good competitive fleet today. They're all vying for the start, you can probably notice. It's Mickey there, the inventor of the automatic timing device. What I've done today, I've left the timer in the race box. We can see how long it's going to be before that goes off. It gives extra security, so I'm well prepared. So the horn goes off. That's the first flag that goes up. Class flag. Now I've got to get this flag ready because it's the preparatory flag. Now of course this could vary. We could have black flags and all sorts of other combinations that go up there. There we go. Let's pull this one up quick as we can because strictly speaking it's the flags people. There we go. That's the flag up there. It's the flags that people should be looking at. Okay, next flag we take back down. The preparatory flag, leave the class flag flying. Make sure we pull on the right bit of string to get that There we go. It's easier to move it down, put it up. Now what we've got two flags here, individual recall and general recall. I think we'll be prepared for the individual recall. We have to make sure no boat is over the line, so what we're doing is we're keeping a tab on that. Ready. Starts all clear. Amazing. I was ready with the... It's always very difficult to judge the number of laps. We've set them on 4 laps. Should be about 15 minutes the slowest boat, 20 minutes each lap. Should give us an hour. And then we shorten course, say 3. But who knows? It's a bit of a... It's always best to give an extra lap and then shorten it. Well, that's very impressive of Mickey. He's keeping his kite up, and that is a pretty tight reach for a skiff, and that's very nice. He's almost going to lay that mark perfectly. Incredible. Well done, Mickey. As each boat completes a lap, we make a record of the lap times. Now, of course, this is quite important because, as a rule of thumb, people like the race to last... They don't like it to last longer than an hour. They rather it finishes 3/4 of an hour, just under, because, of course, the first boat finished 3/4 of an hour. The slower ones can be 15-20 minutes behind that. So you've got to bear that in mind. So we probably have to get prepared for a shortened course for 3 laps. We've just set it at 4. We've put up the 3 from the 4 laps to the 3 laps, and what we're going to do is we'll get ready for the... We've got the remote control switch here. All we have to do is press the A button. As you can see that's the A button. A button there. It's as they approach the final mark. Sometimes they do it as they're actually rounding the final mark. So what we do is we'll press the sound signal and then get the flag, hoist the flag up so he knows, because it's a bit old-fashioned this, but you have to excuse my bumbling around here. But the flags are all important. That's all flying nicely there. Now we have to go back to the race box pretty quickly. I should get a little bit of video here. We'll just add a bit of time on for him, he won't mind. There we go. Lovely. The boat's finished. We've got to keep a close eye out on the line here. And then we've got the time here. It's very important because sometimes seconds separate the boats. And so here he comes. This is the next one down. $46.50. $46.50. And then we've got manual horn. $47.04. Of course, the final act of the day is to put the shutters back up. We'll take all the flags down, get the course in from the board. Don't forget little things like this, and of course make doubly sure the key, that it's sort of a fob that activates the automatic sequencing device. Make sure that you don't take that away with you. That's this blue one, because you hang it round your neck. But of course make sure you leave it back here, because there's a lot to remember. The results sheet goes to Mickey's in charge of that at the moment, so we'll go across to Mickey and say, Mickey, here's your... He works out the results. Now, very unfortunately for him, we shortened the course in the wind for the slower boats, so they got round worse before it calmed down. And poor Mickey here, It's,
Get an extra lap in the wind.
I know. It's. I feel so mean. But what can I do? That's the luck of sailing. Anyone can win.